Thank you for joining us today. This is our second series of the webinar session on Rocky Road to PhD Journey. So actually just an introduction. We started this webinar because there's a lot of demands, and also people keep coming to us and asking whether we can share some of our successful experience managing the journey to PhD. So I thought, why not sharing with everyone? And we started to invite last week Dr. Ahmad Habibi from UNJA, Universitas Jambi, Indonesia. And today we have Dr. Nithia, graduated from Universiti Malaya last year, 2020, yeah? Dr. Nithia, am I right? This year. Okay, the convocation is this year. Okay. So let me introduce Dr. Nithia to all of you. I'm so honored to have Dr. Nithia with us today. Okay, Dr. Nithia now works for the Kuala Lumpur State Education Department, or in Bahasa Melayu it's called Jabatan Pendidikan Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur as an Assistant Director. Prior to her promotion, she had been a vocational secondary school teacher for 13 years. Okay, so she was working on her master thesis and then also now her PhD while working full-time. Okay, so she has graduated within 3 years and 9 months, right? Okay, and without taking any study breaks, okay, because she's a full-timer, so that's very incredible. Okay, and she has not received any financial aid at all, so she's really a survivor. Congratulations to you, Dr. Nithia. So today, Dr. Nithia will speak to us about her experiences as a part-time PhD student. Okay, because I know majority of us here are part-timers. Okay, and say maybe we can learn something from her experience. Okay, she will probably tell us how she managed her time to meet all the deadlines, not just in PhD journey, but also at school. She was very active in a lot of competitions. She coached students to international competitions, and she won a lot of awards with her students. So that's very good. Okay, so Dr. Nithia, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dr. Farah. Okay, first of all, I want to express my gratitude to my gurus and also my supervisor and my masters, to the Almighty and the universe, and my gratitude to all of you who are here on this beautiful morning to come here and spare your 1 hour time for this session for my sharings, how I managed to complete my PhD. Within that mentioned time. So let me tell you, all this while, the word scholarship, I don't have the taste of the word of scholarship, even though I was the best student in 1995 SPM. I got straight A's. So I think for Malaysians, they know there's after the SPM, they will go to either continue their studies in STPM or they go into matrix or university. But because of my, I don't have any, because of my family condition, I don't have the ability to further my study, but I proceed to STPM because for me, I don't know, during that time, because of the family condition, I was not able to, my parents not able to support me that much in education. So I have to work since the age of 14. And I was working until I entered the university, and until I graduate, until now I'm working. So I'm working for a very long year actually. So at the very young age, I have learned how to survive, how to manage my life at a very young age. But at this point, I just want to tell all of you, my parents are very grateful. I'm very grateful to my parents because they are always supportive to me, even though not financially, but they are very great supporter for me. So that's why I'm very grateful to my parents also. So let me share with all of you on this beautiful morning, my slides, my presentation for the presentation, still present, just sharing. I'm not comparing, I'm not telling I'm the best among all the PhD students. student, I just want to make a disclaimer note here. I'm just sharing what are my experiences and what have helped me to stay sane, not insane, to stay sane during my PhD studies. Okay, so before that, I just, okay, come, let me share my screen first. You no need to screenshot this screen. Later on, you can request the organizer to share my PowerPoint slide with all of you lah. Okay. Wait, 1 minute. Am I clear? Okay. Okay. Now, so this is me. my quite a good looking picture for today. So professionally, this is what Doctor has mentioned, Prof has mentioned earlier, Prof Farah has mentioned earlier. But apart from it, okay, I'm also actively involved in this. I'm also actively involved as a certified yoga instructor. I'm also a Reiki master. And I'm also a holistic healer. And I'm also a certified pre and post and fertility yoga instructor and also teacher. So apart from being professionally attached, apart from it, this is my personal life because this is my interest, personal interest. But during my study, I've incorporated all of it without sacrificing any of my interests. Okay, now next, okay, I want to share with you my timeline. It all started when in 2013 when I met this one beautiful lady. Her name is Dr. Faradina Yusof. She was when I enrolled in instructional technology, Master of Instructional Technology in UM. So that's where I saw Dr. Farah and I really liked her idea. That's why I hooked on her until now. So I knew her for many years. So thank God she was my only supervisor from 2013 until now. So I'm very blessed. But I finished my master in 2006. I started 2013 September. I got married 2014 and I graduated in 2016. Actually, I finished my master about 2 years plus. Actually, that was quite fast for me. And during that time, I didn't have any scholarship. And I was doing part-time and I was working all the way around. So I find my way. Thank God all my some of my supervisors, they have shifted the classes to Saturday. So I'm able to finish I did in mixed mode actually. Mixed mode. Then after that, after my completion of master, so I waited about for a few months to get idea what I want to do after that for my PhD. So in 2017, I decided to register myself again in September as a PhD student. So my first supervisor is Dr. Farah, Dr. Farah again. So by actually for master, I've done my area of study was multiple intelligence, and also we done ICAS mobile application. So that was very interesting. So we won award, I think so, doctor, for that. And then for 2017, some of my colleagues also, some of them, they have advised me, why not, Nithia, you continue the same title, but you add in more variables to complete your PhD. But I feel like I'm bored already with the title. I don't know why. Then I was thinking for a while. Then I focus on what I'm doing right now, because I'm a vocational teacher. So later on, I will explain to you why I chose, actually in 2017 for my PhD, my areas of studies is competency assessment, authentic based assessment for secondary school students. So I had my first conference. This was in November, organized by Dr. Farah Litek, doctor, in 2017, right? Okay. And then next, following year in 2018, so I did my first proposal defense. 4 chapters, 200 plus. Remember, Dr. Farah, you say, hey, 200, it was already, it was very thick, seriously. And I think I have done my instrument validation, pilot testing. So I was really to the at the peak level during in 2018. So I know, because if I just share my proposal without instrument validation, I felt that it's not complete, because my target is that once I prepare my proposal, once it is presented, I really looking forward for data collection. So what I did is that I built my instrument, I did the expert reviews, everything. Then I did pilot testing, and then once I got all the data, I put it in my proposal defense. That's where they approve my proposal. So the first stage, meaning that meaning that I have 4 chapters already in my hands. So I only have to finish the other 2 chapters. So I have saved a lot of time. But during that time, I've done a book chapter and also one seminar for first national STEM seminar. That was in August. That was held in itself. So in 2019, okay, I did my data collection, analysis, and I did I did my once it is approved, my proposal, once I've done my proposal defense in 2019, I did my data collection. So what I did is that one of my sample, I took it from Sabah, one of the top school in vocational studies in Sabah. So with my own money lah, because I got no financial assistance. So I went to Sabah. I think Dr. No, in Sabah, I went to Sabah. I get all the data, everything from the Sabah. So I brought it back, because I was comparing with the Peninsula of Malaysian student. So I need something from the to remove the bias thing, why you are doing in my own, because I'm a teacher. My sample is from my own school actually. So to reduce the bias, so I have to take another leap, meaning that I have to take from other state. So I've chosen Sabah, because Sabah has they have different culture, you know, they have from the different culture and background. That what made me to choose Sabah. So in 2019, I did the data collection, analysis, and I did the final chapters, the write-up, everything. And also I presented the LITAC, I think second LITAC, I don't know, I don't remember. I won the bronze medal, I think so, during the seminar time. And then during this 2019, I have also completed my international yoga instructor course. It is also called IYC 200 hours actually. And then progressing into 2020, I done my seminar 2 with minor, not that very that minor correction. And at the same time, I know once I completed my seminar 2, I need to propel very fast, because I haven't done journals actually, because the university requirement minimum you must have either 1 ISI journal in Universiti Malaya, sorry, for Faculty of Education. At least you must have 1 ISI journal or 2 type B journals. So for me, because of if I'm aiming for the ISI journal will take longer time. So what I do, I move smart. So I look at the list of the, you see sometimes in our university email, there's another, there are lots of international conference, this and that, but I don't simply blindly go and surrender my article to them actually. I refer to my faculty, whether these are the list of journals that accepted by the university. But once they say okay, then only I submitted 2 journals, 1 shot at 1 conference. It counted 2. It counted 2 journals, so it accepted. So meaning that in 2020, I have completed my journal and I've completed my requirement for PhD actually. And during this 2020 time, in the year 2020, is quite a trial time for all of us also, because the MCO, the wind is quite fast, because we have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. So most of the time here, we we work at home, we work from home. So what I do is that I took this advantage to finish whatever correction, to strengthen, to paraphrase the sentences, the grammar, everything. To I did lots of what we call that, I did lots of I attended lots of seminars and trainings how to do paraphrasing, meaning that I reread again my thesis. Then I strengthen it with the latest publication. You see, I've started writing in 2018. So when I reached 2020, there are many findings in between. So to strengthen our thesis, so we must include the latest publication. So it is very important for us as a PhD student. If we want to present, they will always look at the latest analysis. So what I did is that I keep on updating my thesis. That's why in 2020, my thesis is still updated until the 2020 publications. So I was also invited as a speaker for Universitas Jambi by Ahmad Abibi. And during this time, after my seminar 2 with minor correction, I've submitted my thesis gracefully gracefully submitted my thesis for final submission. Thank God, in December, actually. I think it's about 2nd of December, if I'm not mistaken. So then after that, I waited for my viva. What happened is that this was the trial time for me, because why? In 2021, the whole nation was announced, fully locked down. So most of the staff in university, they have to work from home. So I have to keep track myself, when is my viva, because my seniors also, most of them, they didn't get the viva time. So like, I was so scared, because the time the time running out for me, I feel like that, because I want to advance further. So I think the time is running out, but I take it positively. What I do is that I practice, I do my presentation slide. I try to make it better. So I try to learn from the YouTube, actually. YouTube, there are many of the PhD students, they shared lots of the best way how to present your ideas for your viva. So I learned lots of the thing from the YouTube also. So once I got the date for viva, which is in May 3rd, I quickly joined. I was only one day. I joined the 3 minutes thesis competition on the last day of registration. I made up my mind, because I got first I presented to Dr. Farah and Professor Chua Yuan Piao. I forgot, sorry, I must say gratitude to him also, Dr. Chua, Prof. Chua Yuan Piao, because I think I'm the last student he accepted, I think so. 41st student, he said he's fully maximum already, he cannot receive, but thanks to Dr. Farah, because of you, he taken me as one of his students, because he's one of the best statisticians in Malaysia. And my PhD is a mixed mode. My PhD is a mixed method, actually. So it's quantitative and qualitative. So I was really blessed to have Prof. Chua Yuan Piao. His statistics skill, I really am blessed to have him to help me with the statistics, everything. So after I presented to Dr. Farah and Prof. Chua, I feel that I'm not satisfied yet. I need to do one more presentation to the people whom I don't know. So what I take a very, very bold move, less than 24 hours. What happened is that on the last day of the 3 minutes competition under the faculty, I joined the competition. Then I submitted my one slide of presentation. And then before my Viva, I think 1 week before my Viva, if I'm not mistaken, I presented, this one is at the faculty level, I got second place. I got second place, thank you very much. And then after that, when I presented at the, in May 3rd itself, when I present my Viva, I was very confident to present. Because as for me, from my side, I would like to recommend all of you, if can, try to enter this 3 minutes thesis competition. It is very, very beneficial. Doesn't mean that you have to complete the whole thesis. No, even though you have your proposal, you can present your ideas, your proposal within 3 minutes. It is a very, because you will, your judges are from the professors, you know, from professors, they will give you lots of feedback. So from there you can enhance more the skill of presentation skills, and how to put right words, how to put right contents in just one slide. Also, it can tell what you are doing. It can convey your message and your studies actually. And then after that, in May, actually one of my reader, thank you, Dr. Farah, one of my reader is from Australia actually. The first time I was very scared when when Dr. Farah and myself, we were looking at the report. Why this man written long report? Oh my God, I got major correction. I was shaken already when I saw the report. But I said, Nithia, you have come until now. This is your time. Don't shake. Don't shake. Now is your prime time. Catch your prime time. So Maxima, I think Dr. Farah was there. Maxima, really, whatever question they asked me, I tried to answer to the. I brought my PhD thesis actually. I nicely, like other people, you know, like my seniors, they put the sticky note, everything. I was like reading through, I was putting the sticky note. Mine was worse at the sticky note. So in there, what happened is that I noticed that I never opened my thesis. I answered all the questions, meaning that if you do the thesis, you know your thesis very well. From my understanding, you no need to open your thesis. That's my personal experience. After I finished my, I never opened my thesis. Then only, because whatever they ask, I answer them. So that's what I see. So for me, for those PhD students, I'm sure some of you are vulnerable because of the timing, because of the pressure, because when you're looking in the Facebook, people are graduating within the 3 years time. So I've seen some of the PhD students, they give other people to write their PhD. For me, of course, it is unethical, but you don't know your work. You don't know your work. So how you want to present your Viva? So that's where when it comes, you have to look one by one. But if you do everything on your own, everything is back on your end. Your thesis is your soul actually. Your thesis should be your soul, not someone else's soul. So that's the only thing I'm telling you, because I've seen it throughout my progress. I've seen many people, and I have tried to test. I have tried to ask one of the service provider, how much you charge? Can you do chapter 1, 2, 3? I just simply test. They told me they charge about chapter 1, 2, and 3, doing this and that. They charge for 3,000. But I don't know how much they charge for that. But for me, I don't want to do. Because I know whatever it is, right and wrong, I learn is my experience. If I want to guide other people, I must be a good captain. I must know every inch of my ship. If I don't know every inch of my ship, I just simply sit on my ship, it will sink. I will sing along with my sailors. So I don't want to do that. So please, being a PhD student, the first thing you must put in my mind, being ethical. That is more, if you don't know what is that, ask your senior or ask your lecturer, ask a credible person. For me, thank God, I have Dr. Farah, so easy for me to refer her whenever I have doubt. Okay, now, okay, but Doctor, so this December, right? Meaning that the chapter, I've done another chapter for Springer Nature, is it?
It's going to be probably in January 2022.
Okay, so I got
delay in the production.
Okay, but I'm very happy. At least I got another publication.
From
Very happy.
international publisher. Yeah.
Okay, from stranger some more. Okay, like at least got one good publisher. Okay, now next, you see, if you see here, why Nithia was very fast. Dr. Nithia was very fast in 2018. Okay, and Dr. Nithia doesn't have much award here. And suddenly you take your own swing time. I didn't take my own swing time over here. Let me tell you, because I'm a school teacher, I have other responsibility. I have my rice ball. My first rice ball is my first folio is being a teacher. Okay, I have my students. I have to guide them. So even though I was doing PhD part-time, okay, so I was guiding my students, and then I was actively involved in robotic competition. So if you can see, these are the awards that I have, these are the awards. Okay, actually these awards is not for me, actually it's for my students. My students are B40 students. They are B40 students. They got no supports from their parents. They are from the broken family, and I've been with them since 2011, and there are many batches, as you can see here. Okay, these are my students. Okay, so I brought them, okay, to the international level. So at the same time, it has popularized my school. My school is seen as one of the underdog school in Kuala Lumpur. So no one knows what is, I cannot display my school's name. Okay, but it's something like slum. It's in the slum within the KL, actually, within the city. But it's very happy to see these children, okay, getting this award, and most of them cried. They say they never put in their mind that they're able to be on the stage in front of thousands of people to get medal. They cried. But to tell you, I'm blessed with all the boys, actually. All my students are boys. I don't have any girl student. All my students are, but I'm really blessed. But the way I see they change, these are my greatest award for me lah. Okay, now let me tell you. Okay, I will tell you later on some of the energies. I will share with you later on. Okay, I think the same question, everyone, and you also asking yourself, are you ready or not to do PhD or master or to continue your study? Lots of things you need to think. Okay, I'm a person, I don't like to overthink. When I set my mind, just do whatever comes. Okay, I just do it. I like the Nike's, this one, just do it, just do it. Okay, so the first one, for me personally, okay, for me personally, what are my vision and mission, why I want to do PhD. Okay, I just want to share with you, PhD is my long time ambition. When I was in school, I promised myself I'll get my PhD at the age of 40. But I got my PhD at the age of 43. It's okay. It's okay. Whatever it is still in the 40s. Okay, so you must know, okay, you are as a PhD student or master student or any student, what drives you to do? What drives you to sign for this course? Actually, you don't because other people, my mother telling, my parents telling, because my friends are doing it. I have seen it. Because my friends are doing it, I got no company, that's why I joined them. Right? I was like, oh my God. So you ask yourself first, your mission, what is your mission or vision? And what is your mission to achieve your vision? So these are the things. So what drives you actually? Now, second thing is that, okay, most of the students, some of the students have consulted me when I was a PhD or master student. They come, they say they want to do master or PhD, but they don't know how to select their supervisor. They don't know which uni they want to go. They don't know what are the titles they want to do and what their scope. For me, I will tell you, okay, you have to sit and ask yourself, supervisor, okay, if you are in the level master or PhD or level already, you must learn how to find everything by yourself. Be a good researcher first. Start researching which one the best uni. Okay, first, okay, for me, I'm a vocational teacher. Okay, I cannot do sports science. It's out from my my accreditation. So what I do? Okay, this is my rice bowl. Why not I focus with the vocational study. Okay, see, this competency assessment and also the framework that I've done for the authentic-based competency assessment, the framework I've done, actually before this, I was a project leader in IT department, that is in 2001 until 2003. So I have, as a project leader, I have created many projects for University of New Zealand, learning management system. See, 20 years back, I've created that using ASP and JavaScript, and we do some of the programming tools. And also I've done for Standard Chartered, and I've also done for courseware for FinBank. So these are the main major project, and also ENSR program for South Africa, whereby we have to work until 12 o'clock at night. So for me, when I go back to that time until now, so from my experience, when after that I did my KPLI, I was given this to teach this vocational subject for multimedia production. The first thing I asked superior, the top guns from Ministry of Education, why the assessment is outdated? Because I'm from the industry. I know what the industry wants. So after I finished my KPLI, diploma in education, the first thing I asked the top gun, why it is outdated. The assessment method is outdated and doesn't reflect whatever the industry want. So the only thing they told me is that this is in 2007. They told me is that, Nithia, we don't have money to change everything. The only thing they told me like that. So what to do? I wait until 2018, that is after 2017, meaning after 10 years only, I done this research, and I hopefully after this, I can bring it to the Ministry of Education. I really want to show them what are my output or outcome from my research. So I'm waiting right time to meet them actually. Okay, because during this MCO, lots of the top guns are keep on changing. So I'm waiting for the right time to meet them. But then, thank God, with the blessings from the God and the universe, I'm in the state education department. So my part is quite cleared a bit. So easy for me to go directly to the MOE. Now, for coming back to the supervisor, you can always research from the internet, from the university. You can see their credentials first, what are their forte, and the title. So for me, I tell you, what is your forte? You look at your forte first, whichever you want to concentrate, and then at the same time, look at the market need. Does this represent the market? Can you use it in the market? So in some of the scope, you cannot expand more. It will die just like that. So you must be smart. You must be smart. Take a title or research area that can help you to propel more in your career advancement. Okay, you don't take title that brings you down. So you must be smart. You have Google Analytics. You just Google it using keywords, everything. So you find you see how many people they are keep on searching the title. You work on that area first. Then you refine. Okay, these are the title I'm going to do. Then from there, what you do? Read journal first, get the idea. So the only thing that I got the idea is from my senior or my supervisors also. If you want to get the idea for your study, read the final conclusion part. Sometimes they say for the future research, you do this and that. So you take so normally for me, I do like that. I read the last part, then I get idea. Oh, these are the things they need to study further. But make sure you take it from the ISI journal, for high-end journal. Don't take from the conference, because that's my advice to all of you. And then once you know what's your scope already, okay, next, time. Okay, your time, your commitment, your responsibility. Some of you are working. Are you married? Are you on study leave? Are you single? So that's other things. So how you want to plan your study actually. So time is very important in PhD. You don't say I can do tomorrow, next month. No. Every day you have to do, every day, at least one paragraph, at least one paragraph. That's what I did actually. To do my first 4 chapters, 250 pages plus. I make sure one day I do one paragraph. I must read at least 3 journal. At least 3 journal. I copy paste from the sentences, the lines first. Then I reread. Then I try to incorporate within my thesis. So you have to do at least one paragraph. I'm not telling one paragraph 10 lines. No, at least 2 or 3 lines is better. You try to do a paragraph per day. Definitely, you won't stay. You will be on track. Definitely. Okay, next, finance, of course. I have no finance support, even though from my husband, I never ask money. I never ask money from my husband because I'm that determined person. See, I'm working from the age of 14. I'm not a person who asks money. I know, even though there's a divinity of, because we believe in the divinity, definitely there's a way. That's what I believe. There's a will, there's a way. That's what I believe until now. So let me tell you, this is the truth. Apart from PhD, say those who want to enroll in PhD, I tell you, it's not only about fees. Above than that, for me, I have to fork out for extra courses, for statistics course, many courses. Sometimes I did the fuzzy logic. I paid for it, but I learned, but I didn't incorporate it in my thesis. But I take it as a information. Oh, these are the fuzzy logic. Oh, okay. Delphi techniques, but I didn't use it because I don't like the technique. I didn't use it. So I just know why people talking about Delphi. I go and learn. And then you have to pay for the journal. Some of the journal are free, but some of the journal, if you need to publish first, of course you have to pay. But like for type B journal, like me, like international journal, something like that, you see the international conferences. But make sure if you are from different university, consult with the university first. Is it okay for you to publish in this journal? If you're okay, then you publish. Don't simply chuck your journal, because your journal is your heart, it's your sweat, blood and sweat and tears. Don't simply chuck it, okay? Now, and some more, you putting your supervisor's name over there. They will they will stand careful, the supervisors there, because your supervisors are credible people. So don't simply, because you want to achieve your target, don't simply put together their name just to achieve your target. Be careful on that. And then you have to buy a reference book. I bought some reference book, like for example, statistics, 6 volume I bought, because for me until now is a kitab, like a Bible for me. It's a Prof Chua UMPL's one. And then I attended many seminars. I attended many seminars, and also you have to pay for the hotel stay. You have to move here and there. You have to, but most of the time I don't go for 4 or 5 stars hotel. 1 or 2 star hotels okay for me. Okay, then you have to do traveling, like I went to Sabah. I do for data collection. Yeah, sometimes you have to give token to your samples. You cannot take, nothing is free, remember, in this world. Even though you go to toilet, you have to pay. Nothing is free in this world. It's not like don't put bribing. No, that is very wrong. It's a token of appreciation. Think it as a token of appreciation. And then so the proofreading, okay, once I've done my thesis, you cannot tell that you are the best, you have the best grammar. I don't know, my grammar is not that very good, but what I do, I send to my supervisor, and also but mainly I will give to the outside people, other providers. They will do the proofreading for me. And then thesis formatting, I've given to one of the, I paid for one of the people to look at the thesis formatting. Like it's UM keep on changing. Some of the university, the formatting keep on changing. AP, A6 class, you confused already. I don't want to be stressed. I paid. I said, please do this formatting. They did nicely for me, but without changing any content, because content solely for me. And then finally, you must look at your mental faculty, because when I see in the PhD doctorate support club, I always see why most of the students, they feel like very stressed, meaning that you know what you are into, why you are feeling stressed about it. See, ask yourself, you know what you are into, you are the one who has chosen the path, and why you are stressed about it. think about it. Okay, so for me, please don't bring the word stress. My supervisor, when you are in stress, you tend to complain about other people. You tend to complain about your supervisor lah. You tend to complain. You try to put blame on others, but the only thing is that the blame is on yourself first. You must reflect on yourself first. So try to remove the word stress. Okay, come. Let me tell you how I'm doing it. I keep myself not only on track, but also sane. Now, most of the people, they will tell the first thing, PhD is the lone man journey. You are alone only in PhD. I quite disagree with that. It's how you take it. It's how you take your journey actually. Of course, in the end, the thesis is from you actually, but along the journey, you will meet lots of wonderful people. I've met lots of wonderful people. Like I have 1 minute. Can you give me 1 minute? Battery very low. 1 minute. Sorry. Sudden 1 minute.
Just for everyone who's listening or watching this, if you have any questions or comments that you wanted Dr. Nithia to respond to, you can always use the chat area, and you can ask your questions. So while she's presenting, I have time to read your comments. If it's too many, I will select the one that are most relevant, and then I will ask Dr. Nithia at the end. Okay, thank you. Okay.
Thank you, doctor. Sorry. Okay, now, where am I? Okay, so the thing is that be in the meeting wonderful people. I've got guidance from the Iranian student. I've got guidance from Jordanian student. I got guidance from Indonesian student, Malaysian. I met lots of beautiful people. I keep in touch with them because why? I need to be in their network in the future. So I know I need in the future once I got my doctorate or whatever, in the future you can collaborate with them. So you must have good rapport not only with your supervisor, but along the way, you must mingle with other students also. Okay, now, first, this is me. Okay, this is me. I always keep myself sane. Okay, you see, this is compass pose. In yoga asana, we call compass pose. Compass meaning that always make sure your compass is in true north. True north, facing true north, meaning that you must be focused in whatever you are doing right now. Don't sway away. Don't sway away, must be in true north. So always start your day with prayers. This is what I do. Okay, I'm not telling that all of you must do this. This is my sharing. This is what I do in order to complete my PhD with stress-free. I'm not telling lie. Some of you will say, hey, who say you don't have stress-free? See, in 2019 and 2019, few days when I was in the school, I went 4 o'clock in the morning just to finish the robotic project. Okay, so but I always take it positively. So I always start my day with prayers, positive affirmation. I do exercise, meditation. I always check and balance. So I think you as a student, all of you are here, you must practice this first. If your body is not fit, is not healthy, how you want to do your study? So these are the things that you must always practice. Every day do exercise, or every day go for walking, connect yourself with the nature. Sometimes I will tell you, every time when I go for walking, I come back, I'll get new idea, fresh idea. Whenever I do meditation after prayers, I get new idea, fresh idea. Actually, that's in a way helped me to structure my PhD very fast. Okay, now next, always plan ahead, set a timeline, meaning that how many chapters? Okay, basically there are 5 chapters. Okay, for me, I have 6 chapters because I have methodology chapter, design and development chapter, because my research is also related with the design development. So, so set a timeline within how many months or how many weeks you want to finish what chapters. So make sure you have a book. You have a book, a big notebook, please do a timeline for yourself. And then, okay, how I did my publication. You see, in 2021, I just chuck in my publication when my faculty approved for the conference. So what I did is that for each of the chapter, I have planned, okay, one chapter, one publication, one chapter, one publication. You can do publication on the literature review. You can do publication on the method, on your conceptual paper. Actually, that one you can do, you can produce a paper or few papers from chapter 1 and chapter 2 also. Chapter 2, you can produce a paper already. So actually, you don't need to wait until you finish the whole PhD thesis, then only you do paper. No, along the way, once you've done your proposal defense, that's why I say why I did the full 4 chapters full. Why I did that, so that I can get details from it, then I can produce journal. So this how we must work smart. Okay, I know some of the faculty, for some of the university, they say just for proposal defense 10 to 12 pages. But thank God in Faculty of Education, we are trained to give full chapters for proposal defense. That one, I done it for my master. So for my PhD also, it helped me a lot actually. So you plan your chapter. So once you done your data collection, once you done your chapter 5, chapter 4, chapter 5, then you can produce another 1 or 2 papers. So for method, for analysis, for everything, actually you can plan many papers out from one thesis. It's not that 2. Okay, I have another 3 pending actually, doctor, actually. I have another 3 pending, waiting for the right time, because my sample is 35. So I'm waiting for the right time to check in the higher grade of journal. So please meet the minimum requirement. Don't wait until you want to finish the whole chapter. Okay, please meet the minimum requirement of your university, meaning that if you're a PhD or master student, you have minimum requirement. Meet that minimum requirement. No need to wait until your analysis or until the end of your PhD thesis. Until your studies. Now next, again, every day, make it like a daily prayer. Make it like a daily prayer. This is what I did. Read, extract, organize from your readings, from your journal. Whatever you read from any chapter, extract. Even though you, for me, I make sure at least I read 3 journals per day. At least. That's why when I was in school, whenever they give relief, I'm the first person will grab it, because I know I will sit there, I do the journal reading, I extract in the book, I write in the book, I copy paste in a note. Then when I got home, I know already, when I copy paste, I just put it, this one for chapter 1, this one for which paragraph, I label it earlier. So when I come home, I just transfer it. See, I'm getting already two paragraph already. See, this how smart way you can work actually. And then learn to paraphrase if possible. Try to go for courses that offers you how to paraphrase. Sometimes we take it from a journal or article. We cannot take it 100%, or else the Turnitin, Madam Turnitin will come back to you. Okay, so please, I always escape the Turnitin because I make sure I paragraph my thesis earlier. I don't wait until the last moment for the final submission, then I send to Turnitin, then it will show about 20, 30, 50. Oh, cannot. You have no time. So whenever you do writing, make sure you paraphrase it, rewrite whatever you have taken from other journal nicely, so that when you send to Madam Turnitin, you'll get better percentage. Like for Universiti Malaya, ours one must be 14 and below, if I'm not mistaken. And then you please subscribe to Google Alert. Google Alert, you go to Google Scholar, then you just set an alert. Alert meaning that what are the keywords, meaning that what are the journals you want. So you just set the keywords. So every day when whatever the new journal comes in, it will give alert to you, so you can access the journal. So you keep yourself alerted. Sometimes we forgot, because those days we go to library and search, but nowadays, thank you to Google Alert, Google Scholar Alert, you just set the alert, it will notify you through your email. So whenever you open your email, so you just open what is the latest analysis or outcome from other publications. So that's helped me a lot actually. And also for me, I use Mendeley. mentally to organize my journal. Organization is very important as a PhD student. You have to create folder. Okay, for example, you have 5 chapters. This is chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, chapter 5. So chapter 2, for example, is theory. Okay, what are your theories? So you create in a folder, create theories. Okay, theories. Okay, maybe you have like for self-efficacy, whatever about self-efficacy, chuck inside the folder. Chuck inside the folder. So when you do search, keyword search, when you want to support your thesis, strengthen your thesis, do keyword search, it will show you the journal. So easy for you. So we work smart. We work smart. Those days, of course, I admit that I printed a lot of journals. In the end, I have to, after I finish, I throw it out. So I feel like, ayo, so rugi, because all the trees, you know, I'm very particular on that. So what I use Mendeley. There are courses on the Mendeley. Maybe you can join, you try to find from your university, you join the Mendeley. It is very powerful tool for me. It helped me a lot actually. Now next, okay, maintain a good rapport with your supervisor. That is very important. Create a good network, meaning that along the way, okay, smile, meet people, exchange. Don't be stingy in sharing information. For me, even the more you share, the more you get. That's the only thing I'm telling you. The more you share, of course, you don't want to. I know some of you, you're very scared to share about what I'm doing because I'm scared you will copy. You will copy my idea. Don't share your idea. Like share your method, how you do this. Share, nicely share with them. Okay, so it's okay to share, but you know the boundary. But when the more you share, the more contact you'll get. That's how I get actually. So some of the thing that I have problem, I ask my friend, they help me out. They give their sometimes they share with me their journals. Sometimes they share, Nithia, why not you put in this portal, maybe it can get published. Like for example, Dr. Ahmad Habibi last week, right? He's the one who shared with us. I think Prof. Farah know about the data in brief. I've tried, even though mine one is unsuccessful, but it's a good experience for me regarding the data in brief. Now next, and then don't shy to ask. That's my, I'm the person who don't shy to ask. People say like muka tebal. Okay. Now next is finally is back to ourselves, the acceptance. When you receive any criticism from your supervisor or anything lah, you receive that you think that doesn't favor you, accept with open-hearted. The more you are open, okay, the more you are open to share your knowledge, okay, the more easy your journey will be for your studies. And then give and receive. When you give, you shall receive a lot from the universe. Don't worry. And then be humble and egoless. No ego. Okay. When you are at the viva or seminar, listen, accept. Listen, accept. Don't think that we are PhD students, we know everything. No, we know everything in front of our eyes. We are not stereotypical yet. So please open up. We are at the study level. Just open, receive. So when you are able to receive criticism, like I tell you, when you are at the managerial level, it will help you a lot. It makes you humble people, but you know how to accept and respect other people's view also. Okay. Now, so I think Dr. Farah said 30 minutes. I don't know how long I have talked. Okay, going to be 1 hour actually. Really sorry. So this is my third May. This is my reader, Dr. Farah, and the others also. So I hope that you will be in the same glory, not only by me, but all of us, thousands of PhD students. If they can do it, why can't you? You can do it. What's the difference between you and them? Nothing. The only difference is that your mentality. That's all. I think that's all, Dr. Farah. I think I will talk non-stop. I'll end it here. Thank you very much, everyone.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Nithia, for the very inspiring sharing. I think I hope that everyone will get something from Dr. Nithia, and then prepare yourself for the journey. I've read in the chat, someone said it's a lonely journey. So maybe with the tips shared by Dr. Nithia today, it's no longer a lonely journey for you. I hope so, okay? Okay, let's take questions from the chat. Yeah, Dr. Nithia, is that okay?
Yes, doctor.
Okay. Number one from Haryati, UITM. Doctor, how long you prepare your proposal before proposal defense? Did you completed your proposal before you register as a PhD student? I think because you said it was 200 plus pages, right? So maybe
Yes.
this is the question.
I think actually what I did after my master, I know I want to pursue my study in PhD. So actually before I register in September 2017, I done my own study first. I compile my own journal. So when I register, I got everything in hand. I keep on writing because I know already the structure, the proposal defense structure, everything I know already. So the only thing my one is design development. So that's why I think I refer to Dr. Farah a lot about it. So so I think about it took me about few months only lah, about 2 or 3 months, very fast. 2 or 3 months, very fast. I finished it very fast.
Yeah. I think it's very important, as Dr. Nithia mentioned. She started as master student first, so she knows the structure well, and she has she's very humble person. Always check with the supervisor for advice. So if I remember correctly, Dr. Nithia, she has started collected all these things and then started to brainstorm the ideas with me.
Yes.
And once I approved, she started to write. So we know that once she got the offer letter, she already started writing, right? That's why hers is like 250 pages. Yeah, too long.
I still remember Dr. Farah said 200.
Okay. Before that, I wanted to apologize to everyone. I said that Dr. Nithia completed within 3 years and 4 months. Okay, and that's because we counted from the
final submission.
Final submission. Okay, and actually if you include the Viva session, and hers is a little bit delayed because of the MCO, and then was it the one of the readers suddenly withdraw from reading her thesis, so I had to find another one, and it took about a few months also. So that's the story behind it. I'm so sorry for the facts. Okay, and that's from Rainy. Dr. Nithia, how to develop the enthusiasm in writing. Okay, maybe I can take one more. I'll compile some, I think. Okay, from Christio, how can we contribute in terms of methodology in our PhD? So one asking about how do you develop your enthusiasm in writing? Another one is how do we contribute in terms of methodology?
Okay, first enthusiasm, you have to find your own enthusiasm actually. So that's why see how I did is that whenever feel down, I always convert my negative energy into positivity through exercises and also meditation and prayers. And then how to enthusiast. Okay, see why at first place, go back to the square one. Why you want to do PhD or master? What you want to achieve? That is your lifetime achievement, you know. It's not someone else's lifetime. It's not that someone else. It's your lifetime achievement. Okay, so you find so like of course some of the time you feel down. Why are you feeling down? Tell me what. If you feel down, watch a good movie, go for a walking, or okay, never mind. Because if you go for traveling, you go to any parts of this world, when you come back again square one, you're meeting the same thing, correct or not? So at the same place, how you want to, okay, you must talk to yourself. For me, sometimes my husband say, why you're talking to yourself? How I talk to myself, no, Nithia, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Sikit lagi, a bit more, a bit more, a bit more. That's what I consider. See, when I was doing my master, I married master. I was married in 2014. I married in 2014. I was doing master during that time. I had my miscarriage. It really brought me down, but I pulled myself up because I know I need to finish my master. See, I create. Everyone can come and tell you whatever it is. It's okay, it's okay. But you are the only one who can lift yourself up. So first, I want to tell you, I don't know, I forgot her, the person who asked this question. Okay, first, you do what you like most. After that, when you find the feel-good hormone inside you, then you continue doing the writing, everything. Okay, the next question is what the method?
How do you contribute in the methodology? I think about the methodology section.
Methodology session, okay.
How do you make yourself distinctive from other research? I think that's what the question about.
Okay.
If the person who asked the question wanted to directly ask, also you can unmute yourself. Okay, go ahead, Dr.
Are you a master student? You're a master student, or the person who asking, are you a master student? Or?
Hi, Dr. Nithia. I'm Christy.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm currently a PhD student at USM, I'm a new student.
Okay.
Yeah. Just want to know that how can we like stand out in terms of methodology, because we need to contribute in terms of methodology beside the literature review, right? The theory, all this thing. So how can we do something differently, like in terms of methodology for our PhD?
I don't know about I think what I get from Christy is you want to do something new, is it like outstanding methodology, is it like okay, for me, I don't know what's your research, you know, like for me, from my side, because I'm always a mixed method person, because I always believe that quantitative study doesn't explain more. Actually, quantitative is more on the figure, okay, but what supports the quantitative outcome is qualitative. The human factor must be there, meaning that what they think. So for me, that's how I support my findings. So I bring the element of the qualitative in the form that what they think, their feedback, but my strength is on the quantitative. So the method is based on your area of research. Some of them, they follow the PLS-SAM, they want to calculate the moderator, the mediator, and then okay, you must see your sample, how many sample, you know, there are many things. Sometimes you use the G power, you know, there's a software named G power, meaning that if you have some, I see some of the master student, even though me, okay, we must be very careful in how many variables we're going to use. Sometimes if you have 4 variables, you must have, sometimes you must have like more than hundreds of samples, you know, sometimes when you calculate it. So you must be careful. Try to ask your supervisor about the G power, or you try to find, like, for example, I followed the Professor Ramaya, though he's an expert in PLS SAM. So he's the one who thought that, okay, how many variables you want to use? Design and development. Okay, sorry, I do this one. I forgot. So the methodologies depends on your area of study, I will say. So you have to do lots of reading. The easiest one, Christine, take the latest study. Refer to the latest study.
If I can also add to that, if you are doing statistical based research methodology, what you can do is to adopt few instruments, established instrument. Okay, I found that especially students in our area, in instructional design, technology, and also educational technology, they like to use STEM, technology acceptance model, and the variations of it. So they just follow one model. If you want to make a contribution, you want to make your research methodology stand out, you can pair STEM with something else, like something attitudinal, or so you combine 2 or 3. Okay, and don't take all the variables as Dr. Nithia said. That's very, very good advice, Dr. Nithia. Don't take just a lot of variables. You need to really focus on what you want. Otherwise, you need to be having bigger sample, right? Okay.
So you have to plan. If make sure. Okay, how I did my PhD, my plan. I do reverse engineering actually. I start with my methodology chapter and design development. I finished that one first, so I do lots of reading. So what happened is that once I got my conceptual model, so I know what are the variables that I need to support it in my literature review, my theoretical framework. So actually I didn't start from chapter 1 actually, to tell you the truth, doctor. Because I have no idea to write the introduction. I start from the methodological chapter, and also design development is more on the instructional strategy area. So design development is for those who want to do modules. So we have the certain stages, but I do the AD model. So I start from the methodology, design development, then only I got idea to do my literature framework easily, theoretical, the foundation, the ground theory, everything. I done it very easily actually. Then only I get the idea. Then finally I do my chapter 1. So that's the truth actually. I didn't start from because I see most of the people when they do the introduction, they start already. For those who have done your master, for me, I start from my method chapter first, then I know what are the variables I need to support it, then only I build my chapter 2. So from there, I'm very focused. So that's my strategy actually.
Sometimes it works. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you have something that you wanted to do, you know what you want, and how does your product look like, especially if you are doing design development. So Dr. Nithia, that brings to Aiman from UMP, his question. Dr. Nithia, you mentioned about doing design and development study. Which phase you took the longest to complete? And how do you go about finding the experts for your study? Maybe you can start first telling us the title of your study and which part of the design development.
So my title of the study is assessment of the study on the effectiveness of the authentic-based competency assessment for secondary school students. Okay, so what I did is that I did an online assessment module. Okay, online assessment module. So during that time, it was in 2018. During that time, Frog VLE still active. So I was very lucky because Frog VLE was scrapped in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm really lucky to finish my study earlier. So let me tell you, design the development, that's the earliest part I finished, because as I mentioned earlier in my presentation, I was a project leader before 20 years back in design and development. So I got the prior experience. So once I joined the master, we done the design and development, the phases, everything. So when I was in PhD, I know already what to do. All the 5 is the AD model. I just use the AD model. I just add in everything. I think the design development, that is, I think 1 week I finished already, like doctor. That's not very fast. And then once I done my development for the online module was very, very fast, because I'm a teacher. Because all the teachers, we are required to use the Frog VLE platform. So I've already done it earlier actually in 2013. So I just refine it a bit. So I bring the design back into my PhD. So that's what helped me a lot actually. That's why I say when you want to do, make sure you do, if you want to select for your PhD, make sure you do something that you are doing and you know you can propel faster in your career advancement. So that's my choice, and it helped me a lot in my PhD. So I know my track, I know where I'm going. So that is my true north, that is my compass. So I'm just following my compass.
And following your passion as well.
Yes.
She's very passionate in the area that she's working on. So I said, okay, let's focus just on that, so that you're not doing 2 things at the same time. You can do your study, and while you can also complete your work. Okay, there's one from Yuva Rajan Devandran to Dr. Nithia. I have a question. I had a stumbling block in my PhD journey and had gone wayward for a few months due to some personal problems. Can you please share some tips to restart my PhD journey after a few months gap.
How you want to start, dear? You are. In what way you want to start? See, I told you, each one of us we are very beautiful soul. I think I mentioned earlier. Okay, first, okay, if you do, okay, two months taught already. Okay, understand now. First, why you sign up for PhD? Okay, revisit back. Revisit back, reflect back. So how far you have come until now? Okay, revisit. Now you have to reflect yourself. Going 2020 is going to be 2022. You know. Okay, so you have to reflect yourself now. You reflect yourself, and then what is your drive factor? Can I ask you what is your you no need to tell what is your drive factor? I know you are actually. I know him. You are. Okay, yeah, I know. What is your drive factor? You are but for me, my drive factor many years back, I say by the age of 40 I must have doctorate. My in front of my name must have doctor. So that is my drive factor. Okay, by hook or by crook I must finish it. Okay, now what is your drive factor? You know what is your drive factor. Do you want to stay in your current position for a longer time? Then take your sweet time. But if you want to change, you want to go for a betterment, you want to see actually the world is very big, you know, it's not where you are working. Once you are a PhD student, if you can bring your idea to other part of the world, I will salute you seriously. So do you want to bring your idea? Because I'm a teacher, I'm an education. I want to see the children transform in a better way. Okay, I really want to put my instrument that I have developed to the student for the betterment of student, because I believe that that's what lacking in the current industry. So this what I'm going. So this is my drive right now. I want to see the student are not big because you are government student doesn't mean that you are being left out. No. So this what my drive is. So look at your drive first. So what makes you lacking behind? Study that. So you think that this matter makes you lacking behind? Don't say hi to it. Leave it. Go for other things that gives you a feel-good hormone to propel in what you are doing right now. But I tell you one thing, I start with this one simple word, discipline. Discipline. If you tell that enthusiasm, if you don't know how, okay, no need to go anywhere lah. Discipline. You go to school, you cannot have long hair, right? You have to wear, you have to follow, right? Correct now. The same simple word, discipline. Incorporate it in your life. That's all. Correct now. It's not that hard, right? You are be disciplined. Make a chart. Okay, now every day 8 to 9, I must do at least one paragraph. 8 to 9, at least must read 3 journal. 8 to 9 is your time. Don't let anyone gangu you. If you do this for 21 days or people say 40 days plus, it will be a habit. It will be a habit. So create a good habit. First start the discipline first, then it will be a habit. Then next year we'll see Yuvarajan having a scroll in his hand. All the best.
All the best. You can see how passionate Dr. Nithia is, and she has a strong vision. She wanted to help the students that she teach, and she wanted to make a difference to at least to her school. If now better, she is now the assistant director at the Jabatan Pendidikan. She can even do at national level. So that's the passion that you need to find in yourself. Okay.
Actually, Doctor, I'm very blessed to do my research in PhD. The one that I did, the competency assessment. Actually, till today, I've done about 7 kajian kepuasan. How to say? Clients kepuasan. What do you call it?
Satisfaction.
Client satisfaction from students, teachers, and other from other area. I've taken about nearly 10,000 samples. This is not part of my PhD. I'm compiling it, everything, but I got one big, I think Dr. Paranwa, this year's one about 4,000 sample I got. Last year's 5,000 plus, nearly 6,000. So you see.
You keep on working on it, yeah?
Yeah, keep on working. Doesn't mean that you are PhD student, you're done. No. You keep on working, you keep on relearning again. So Dr. Farah also have been my expert reviewer. You know, I did my instrument, I sent to Dr. Farah and also Ahmad Habibi, because Ahmad Habibi, I got a very good rapport with Ahmad already. So I sent to him to Indonesia. So you got international. So see, this where the international network comes in, that will help you. So when I present to my superior, wow, you got Indonesia. So I'm very happy. So say, wow, you got Prof, the director, they're very happy. So these are the things lacking in my department. The research part is lacking in my department. So this, I'm as a person, I'm changing their mindset. It's not only about teaching, you have to do research. Is your methods is reliable or not? Is acceptable or not? Okay, so these are the things that you must keep on doing. You know, it's not that once I got doctor, done. No, you keep on studying people. So now I'm studying the managers, you know, the directors. I'm studying them. What I do, I compile whatever study I done with them, but not yet publication. Not yet. I don't have any publication because of the department's rule. But I'm working on it, how to break the rule so that every teachers can contribute to the line of education. So these are my drive right now. So I'm thank God, because of the word of doctor, people will respect and listen to you. I tell you one thing, you also, when you have the doctor in front of you, I tell you, people will listen to you. You know, those days before I have the doctor, Prof Farah, they don't say, who are you lah? You think you know many things. But once I got this thing, then I show the everything, my findings, and then they tend to listen. Whatever it is, they put you in front, they listen to you. So at that point, at that stage, you feel like, wow, you feel like top of the world, but no ego, but just inside you. So do you want to be at that level? You are. And others who have asked me about the enthusiasm also. So always, every day before you go to sleep, every day you wake up, just imagine that you are doctor, you are Dr. Christy, Dr. Kale, Dr. Jaja, Christy, or doctor, everyone is doctor here. So that's all. That's my advice to all of you. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't give up. Sikit lagi, a bit more, you can finish it. Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dr. Nithia. We are supposed to end about 20 minutes ago, but I thank everyone for staying still with us, and I hope that you enjoy the talk. I wanted to thank Dr. Nithia so much for allocating her time to interact with us today, and many more I hope will come. Just a little bit of announcement. There is if you look at the chat box, there is a link about your evaluation or your feedback about our session. Please take your time to fill in the feedback. We wanted to know what do you think about the session, what topic you want us to explore, and so on. Okay, last week when we were with Dr. Ahmad Habibi, I promised that I will give a workshop about your publication roadmap. How do you chart your publication so that you will have, you graduated with publication. Okay, so, but unfortunately, we have some technical issues that we need to take care first. So the session which supposed to be done next week, we have to hold for a while. So please wait our announcement about the seminar later. And we have one more on how to design powerful presentation. Okay, so this is also important as a student. When you wanted to present your ideas, if you are like, oh, your PowerPoint slides is very sloppy, it's not really look professional, too texty and so on, people will not trust you. Oops, sorry for the background noise. Okay, so anyway, thank you so much again, Dr. Nithia. There's one thing I wanted to say. Okay, so enjoy your PhD journey or your master journey. Just like Dr. Nithia, she really enjoyed, can you see? She enjoyed a lot of competitions. She really tried to use the time as a PhD student to become actually a scholar. And I hope all of you are inspired to not just be a student and get the doctor title in front of your name, but to be a scholar and to be a change agent, not just in our nation, but also in the whole world. Okay. So with that, I would like to thank you everyone for your time and hope to see you again next time. Do tell us in the form what do you want us to talk about the next session. And if you have joined our Telegram channel, you can also interact with them, with the people there, so that you can build your network also. Okay, thank you so much, and back to you, Carl.